Final notice to Lara Croft, current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared, and given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere. Dad's safe. The door to the library. Locked. There's got to be another way through.
Lara, I've reviewed the report.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time. The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. Hey, Jonah. Sorry. Got to remember to pack this for my next trip. Should be able to explore the dark now. I'm not sure. I really need to brush.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Need a key to open this. This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? The Phoenix figurine. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in... This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the light. Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement.
heart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place. I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
My...
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes...
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I'm at... This is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on!
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy. One of the wire traps Winston made. Water damage from the main wall above. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've reached the monastery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. This is my handiwork. I used to love. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material.
This was always one of my favorite.
But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
This picture was taken in the library. 1820.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
This is my hand. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
You've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
I've created...
This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find. Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a... X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. Alright, this should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden west wing. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph. Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Worse than I thought. This is strangely beautiful. Okay, Laura, keep it together. We're starting to see things. Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite? I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum with me as a babe. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but... I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense. You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. There has to be something in Mum's atelier that I missed.
With Amelia gone.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it.
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
Amelia.
At least that old thing still works. My mother's perfume. The smell. Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October something. Damn, the number is faded. The anniversary was in October. But which day? Oh, I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't.
It's just all been too...
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped.
much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
Dad's book about immortality myths might be used. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
I finally...
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did. Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe. I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is some... For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birth. I remember this now. Each day.
For you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality, he never got a chance to publish. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page. Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
The author...
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places. About finding
A hidden message.
adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol. A hidden message. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. Locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe? This was part of a set of... Dad's collected knowledge.
Richard.
There's an inscription. Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the ground? Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings. Might be able to use...
My
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. The missing page from... You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but...
Mistress Lara.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west, our future is to the south, our past is to the north. Incredible. This crypt was here all along. My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
My dearest Lara.
What's this? A letter.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the Croft family roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again. The broken sword I brought back from Yamato. The Atlas, such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice. This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Hi, Dad.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor.
This bust of Anubis